I do actually want to quickly touch on. I said Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yep.
I'll get onto that. It's a brutal bloody thing, man. Like I've yet to read the Roald Dahl book, but if you can recall the original movie, so this is, I think, Gene Wilder was what's his name, Willy Wonka. There's a scene in particular when they are on the boat and going through the tunnel, and I've yet to confirm this, but Brendan from the Calisthenic Bars was telling me, if you actually stop it in certain things, if you can recall, it's sort of like a hallucinogenic, super dark, things are coming by, and
there's a lot of gifs about it
he's
online.
like screaming, and he's like super intense. Brendan was saying, if you pause it in certain places, you'll see things of maggots upon the screen.
I have heard that before. Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck, man? Like,
No, it's weird.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you think, oh, it's so funny, it's magical, it's about chocolate, kids and chocolate, it's all this. It's about kids getting brutally murdered.
I don't know if reality they did put those maggots. I feel like that's a little
like
one
a
of those
bonus
like
piece of
that's one of those like,
editors.
oh yeah, it should be, but it's not really. I know that it does flick in and out with a lot of colours, and they do a lot of gifs around it. And look, the Gene Wild, like in the Willy Wonka, he's like going crazy and crazy faces. So it's like, okay, this is like pretty extreme.
I remember being disturbed by this as a kid. You thinking back now, I go, yeah, you know what? That was a rather disturbing movie. It was very strange. Continued on with the Johnny Depp as well. He was a bizarre character. It's not magical.
Yeah, you haven't read the book, but in the book, he's supposed to be a really weird character to the point that the grandparents are scared of him, being like, oh, that's like really weird. They like don't want to talk to him. Nobody wants to actually interact with him. So he's known as being this real weird character.
Yeah,
but kind of plays out in that way.
And why this came up was I went to see a musical version of this here at QPAC, just 200, 300 meters that way. And that was the funny joke that kept coming up. He's brutally murdering these kids. Essentially, like, murdering's a hard word. He's brutally not interfering when they're going to harm themselves significantly, and they're a dumb kid and can't really know better.
And that's the funny bit. Yeah.
And that's the funny bit. So on the stage, for example, they threw out a bunch of what was meant to be Violet's guts after she ate the blueberry and she swelled up. And it's just, I was just imagining kids in the audience, they were laughing at it, but that was meant to be the actor that they just saw going off the stage.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, man. Kind of out there. So, but Roald Dahl's books are like that. I don't know if you've read many of his others, but Matilda is disturbing as well.
I didn't read it, but I've obviously watched the Matilda movie a couple of times. That was a pretty disturbing one as well. I remember watching it the first time and I was like, man, this is like some feels dark here.
Yeah, it's not. It's sort of like round the twist maybe, where it's that weirdness aspect that's meant to draw you in. It's not the childlike wonder of it. Another book of his is My Uncle Oswald, and this book is all. I hope it's not marketed as a children's book, because it's all about this guy who finds a beetle. I think it's called like the black beetle, the beetlebug beetle or something. And when you put it into a powder, it's the strongest aphrodisiac known to man. So it's essentially this guy, his Uncle Oswald, I believe, gives him this powder, and then he gets his like hot ass ex-girlfriend, and they go around creating a sperm bank from all the like rich and famous people in the world. They feed them this drug. She has sex with them, collects their sperm just as they're about to ejaculate, and then they start a sperm bank. And that's the whole book.
Dang.
Yeah.
Sounds like a teen 14 to 15-year-olds sort of rank.
Yeah. I'd love to see like the marketing strategy of this,
I'd love to see the movie of that.
You probably can, man. You just go on a Pornhub.
I'm sure there would be some random movie.
Almost for certain on Pornhub there is a version
some
of
like reenactment of this thing.
Yeah, something like that.
Dang. All right, folks. We're going to leave you with the taking sperm of celebrities. That's what we're going to leave you with.
What we're here about.
Meanderings, folks.
Elephant porn.
Peter, if you enjoyed the elephant porn, I'm sure you're going to be enjoying the
enjoy
the gorilla.
The gorilla.
And whatever picture Karen's going to put here for sperm bank and celebrities.